Happy SFL Saturday, everybody, from the swamps of Louisiana. Only the revolution get out alive is what the hometown team wants to be saying as they look to go over 500 for the second time this season. On the road, coming down south, is the Tulsa Desperados. They've got a potentially high-powered offense, but are still looking to get their feet under them here in Season 18. Live from Stack Up Stadium in Houma, Louisiana. My name is Michael Torillo. Alongside me is Justin Reside. We got Mark Lopez on stats as well. Justin, great game to kick off week number 3 here in the SFL season.
Yes, great game to kick off week 3. Desperados needing a win here against Louisiana, but Louisiana wants to defend their home turf after both teams lost their games respectively last night to Denver and to Las Vegas respectively, but now they have to look back, can't look back now. It's have to look forward, and now this is the game that one of them needs to win.
And we are looking forward to a fantastic battle between the Tulsa passing offense and the Louisiana passing defense. The Revolution intercepted Denver 5 times last week, even though they did end up losing that game. And Tulsa has 2 of the best wideouts in the SFL in Gabriel Manning and Corey Jones. It's all about if JQ, the Tulsa quarterback, can get the ball out there to them. Coin toss has just happened. Kickoff is moments away from Louisiana. Thank you for joining us all on a Saturday afternoon. And hoping you are loving the SFL action from wherever you are watching around the world. Louisiana will receive the opening kickoff, so Brooke Beisel gets the game underway. Returning from the goal line is Anthony Delano, and he will get it only out to the 21-yard line. Here's the Louisiana offense. Tommy Utah is the quarterback. Colin Hart, the former Sioux Falls Sparrow, is the running back. Where Randy Squarebush is also back there. Cameron Collier is at fullback. Anthony Delano, who just returned that kickoff, is at wide receiver, along with Chase Earl and B. Robo. Garrison Blue is at tight end. Utah under center to begin the game. He'll hand it off to Colin Hart, and Louisiana loves to establish the run with one of the best bruising running backs in the SFL.
Yeah, Colin Hart, the former Sioux Falls Sparrow, knows how to run the ball, and Louisiana wants to get their running game going with both Colin Hart and Squarebush on the back end.
Hart was the focal point of many a Sioux Falls best in the SFL rushing attack. Handoff to the middle goes Hart again, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of 7. Bringing him down that time was Miles Gibson. Here's the Tulsa defense. Chris Andrews, Berto DeMora, Jaden Swift on the defensive line. Linebackers Jared Petrarch, Miles Gibson, Carson Miller, and Philadelphia Collins. Nate Heslep, King Rashid, and Cameron Shaw. The corners, Daniel Wright, Travis Arthur, and Ricky Thornton are the safeties. And no love that time for Colin Hart. As he loses a yard, it'll be a 3-and-out for the Tulsa defense.
Yeah, Tulsa there, knowing the running game early. You always see Tulsa starting with these hard defenses that block the running game, and so they get the ball now, and let's see if JQ can not throw an interception.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm blocking this.
JQ in his 3rd season. And going back to week 1 when Tulsa played Arizona, former Tulsa quarterback Ashley Jackson put on an absolute throwing clinic against the Tulsa passing defense. It got a little bit better in week 2. But they're still looking for the whole package to click together this season.
Yeah, they're looking for everything to work together, and now they have that number 1 draft pick there and Douglas Brown in the backfield.
We'll see if they go to him first play. They will. Strong side carry to the left. Gets a nice seal block on the outside. Up towards the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1 after the pickup of 9. Here's the Tulsa offense. JQ, the quarterback. Douglas Brown, the running back. Stephen McMichaels, the fullback. Sonzo Robinson, Corey Jones, DJ Hume, and Gabriel Manning are a talented wide receiving core. Jim Copeland Jr. and Jason France are the tight ends. 2nd and 1. Hands to Brown again. He has a clear hole up the middle. Spin move as well gets him close to midfield. And here is the Louisiana defense. Brian Craven, Leonard Butler Sr., Luther Gond, Ross Napoli, and Chance Wall on the defensive line. Chuck Diesel, Blake B. Craze, and Slyn Shady, the linebackers. Even Arthur, Rolliman Hood are the corners. Mike Ryan, Tank Bennett, and Dante Grimm are the safeties. Q back to pass, goes down. They're going to call that an incomplete pass as the ball fluttered out of his hand, but excellent pressure by Luther Gond, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Luther Gond there coming through the line there to pressure JQ to force an incompletion, but it's now 2nd and 10, and, you know, Tulsa's got to think of another way to get 10 yards instead of, you know, because that last incomplete pass was not good.
Yeah, I mean, they've had success so far with Douglas Brown on the ground, the rookie, #1 overall pick out of Boise. Let's see if they go back to him. No, it's going to be JQ again, swinging it to the near side. That's Gabriel Manning. And he makes a tiptoe catch along the sideline, but only 3 yards there.
Yeah, Tulsa, we all know Tulsa for those D&L plays. And also, when you throw the long passes of Gabriel Manning, he's going to be gone to the house for 6. But 3rd and 7, let's see what they do.
Q under center, twin receivers, plenty of time to throw for Jay, over the top of the defense, and you called it, Justin. Gabriel Manning to the house. Touchdown, Desperados.
Yeah, that play, you know, Tulsa was going to have that bag and play in the bag, and they had it. So, and then JQ right on time to Gabriel Manning, and Gabriel Manning is gone. Look at this. Look at that pocket. That is a beautiful pocket for JQ. On the money to Gabriel Manning, and Gabriel Manning is in the end zone for 6.
It's something that I noticed. Louisiana carries 2 strong safeties and only 1 free safety. That's Mike Ryan back there. So maybe the deep pass for Tulsa will be something that they could find more successfully in today's game.
Yeah, definitely. I think last week in Vegas, they had 1 long ball to Manning, but it's just, you know, but that was too tough a defense.
Kick all the way, and good. 7-0 Tulsa. Just 2 minutes into this one. After they forced a Louisiana 3-and-out, they go all the way down the field and score. Good start for the Desperados today, Justin.
Yeah, very good start for the Desperados, because last week against Vegas, they just didn't have a start like that. So now we see a start from the Tulsa. Now, let's see if Louisiana can answer.
Louisiana at home at Stack Up Stadium. Trying to give their home fans something to cheer about. That last drive by Tulsa, 5 plays, 66 yards, and a 48-yard passing touchdown. Shout out to Mark Lopez and also Israel Adams, who are on the stats team today for this ball game. High snap, and look out. Going down in the backfield is Tommy Utah. The Tulsa defense has come to play today. Chris Andrews picks up the sack.
Yeah, Chris Andrews there. You know he's going to get sacks for Tulsa like this one here. Oh, my goodness. And there goes, you know, some people call him Airboat Utah. He's down for a loss.
3rd sack of the season by Chris Andrews. He's solidly in the top 10 of the league in the early going. So far, Louisiana really only has gotten offense through Colin Hart. And a drop pass on the outside as Utah was trying to hit Anthony Delano. Will bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Delano's the rookie. He'll probably make mistakes like that, but now it's a long 3rd down situation. Do you run either Square Bush or Colin Hart, or do you throw it long to somebody like B. Robo?
Robo definitely the deep threat, 23 targets through 2 games. No receiver on this team with over 1 touchdown. It's going to be a long pass over the middle. It is complete. How about that? Long first down conversion, and it's Garrison Blue, the tight end.
Yeah, throw it to the tight end. Tommy Utah finds Garrison Blue there on that play. He was wide open there, and I think probably that looked like a zone defense from Tulsa, but they couldn't get Garrison Blue there to pat down the ball, and it's first down in Louisiana.
Garrison Blue, the season 17 All-Star selection in his 3rd season with the Revolution. Colin Hart getting his first carry of the drive, and he gets nowhere off the left-hand side. Carson Miller drops him for a loss of 2.
Yeah, this Tulsa defense has stopped the run a couple of times when Colin Hart is handed off the ball. This is a really tough defense to start the running game with here.
Deep drop over the middle. Another pass caught across the middle of the 50-yard line down to the Tulsa 49. There's Garrison Blue again.
Yeah, go off a run play and then throw it right to Garrison Blue again and get another first down out of it. Tommy Utah, I think, is 3 for 2 on this drive.
Long pass, or long drop, excuse me, pass goes underneath. And that's B. Robo. Leading receiver on this Louisiana team, only picks up 3 that time.
Yeah, good call there by Tommy Utah to go the short route to B. Robo. And, if it wasn't thrown underneath, you would have had a Tulsa interception, maybe a pick 6.
Handoff up the middle. There's Colin Hart in all his speedy glory. Excuse me, that is Cameron Collier. Straight up the gut for the first down. The fullback getting some love.
Yeah, if you can't get in the running game with the halfback, go with the fullback Collier because he knows how to run that ball hard and quickly for a fullback like that.
And last week, Tulsa did struggle against Las Vegas's run game. Handoff up the middle. This time, Hart carries it again, only gets 2 yards.
Man, and
Scott Johnson of the Fury had 4 touchdowns and 181 yards rushing.
yeah, that's a lot of yards to give up if you're Tulsa. You can't, it's hard to defend a heavy runner like Johnson, but now you got Colin Hart, and that's even tougher to defend.
Although the highlight of that game for the Desperados was the pick 6 by King Rashid. That play that made the Mike Daggs broadcaster play of the week.
Yeah, Mike Daggs loves those getting interceptions, so that's why. And King Rashid had a long touchdown run for the pick 6.
Now 3rd down and 6, empty set for Utah. Utah has this one flutter out of his hands, incomplete, so a little bit of a longer drive this time for Louisiana, but same end to it as the rush got back there, and Chris Andrews, he won't get credit for a sack, but he was the main reason that pass fell incomplete.
Yeah, he came in through the line there and just got to Utah and forced Utah to make an incompletion. Now we're going to see Otis Boudreaux. We know he's a good kicker for Louisiana.
Boudreaux, this will be from right on 50 yards. Swings the right foot through it, and it is good. 50-yarder to put the home team on the board at Stack Up Stadium.
Yeah, Otis Boudreaux, the greatest, I guess you could say he's the best leg in the SFL, knowing to kick those long 50 and more field goals, and he got one here.
87 of 90, now 88 of 91 in the career for Otis Boudreaux. And he's going to be kicking off again. 7-3, Tulsa leads early here in Louisiana. Still a lot of game to go, as we only got 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Gabriel Manning trying to dance outside. He won't get very far. Excellent defense on the return by Louisiana.
Yeah, Harden, Manning trying to find holes, trying to return that kick for a touchdown, but Louisiana was there all over the field trying to get Manning there, so it's now they have to start from their own 28-yard line.
Gabriel Manning, 18 kickoff returns for touchdowns and 4 punt returns for touchdowns in his career. Both of those are #1 all-time in the SFL. So anytime he's back there to return a kick, defenses be ready, as a short pass goes across the middle for 4 yards that time to Douglas Brown.
Yeah, Douglas Brown was injured last week in Vegas, only had 5 yards, and injuries are tough. Even though you have the best stocks here in the SFL, injuries in a game like that can be tough on teams. So it's like good to see Douglas Brown back on the field this week.
Q rolling into pressure, fires into traffic, and it's caught out past the 50. Jason France, the tight end in his 3rd season with the Desperados, comes up with a huge first down.
Viva la France gets the ball there from JQ. First down Tulsa, and JQ knows when he sees John France on the field, it's get the ball and get first downs.
I have been impressed by the development of JQ's passing game over the 3 seasons he has been in the league. That is a throw, maybe even last season, that Q might not have even gone for, much less have connected with into traffic there. But he's definitely been working in the offseason. That time Douglas Brown doesn't get much up the middle. And he's been completing passes, and especially the big one down the middle to Gabriel Manning that has Tulsa in the lead today.
Yeah, that one was a big, huge throw by JQ, and that got the first touchdown and the first points in the game on the Tulsa side.
34th career touchdown pass in the career of JQ earlier in this quarter. He's going to be back to pass again. Pocket gives him time, and he overthrows his receiver on a back shoulder throw, trying to get to Corey Jones, who is the leading receiver on the season for Tulsa.
Yeah, that was just a little too much air under that ball for Corey Jones to get from JQ. So it's, live and learn and go try to get a 3rd down conversion here.
3rd down and 9. We saw Louisiana pick up a couple of 3rd and longs on their last drive. Chest high snap. Q gonna air it out. It's gonna be intercepted. Back down the sideline. Here comes the Revolution. Back to the 50-yard line.
Yep, and it's Rolliman Hood on that interception. Long-time SFLer. Look at this. Perfect read of the play there. Perfect read of the pass at JQ. First interception for JQ. First INT of the day for Rolliman Hood.
Rolliman Hood played with the team back when they were the New Orleans Pharaohs, before they moved down to Hume and became the Louisiana Revolution under new ownership. And now, from 7 down, the Revolution have a chance to take the lead for the short field, starting right at the midfield stripe on their own logo here at Stack Up Stadium. They are 6-1 at the new Stack Up Stadium over 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's a really good record on your home field. You got to always have home field advantage when you're at home.
I mean, if you hold serve on your home field and even just pick up 1 or 2, as Utah goes down the middle and gives it right back. Ricky Thornton, the strong safety, comes up with the interception, and Louisiana's happiness lasts 2 plays, and Tulsa takes the ball away again.
Yeah, that's Ricky Thornton right there, always playing center field. And look at that, and Utah sees the wrong jersey there, and Ricky Thornton there is just there to take it and advance it up the field for Tulsa.
His 4th season in the SFL, Ricky Thornton. That's his first interception of the season and number 11 on his career.
Yeah, it's like Ricky Thornton is I guess he's not a long-time Tulsa player, but he knows how to get those interceptions.
3 seasons with the Desperados. JQ is back on the ball, and that is a throw straight into traffic, and I think he almost pinged it off the helmet of one of his offensive linemen, who did a great job that time pushing back the D-line of Louisiana.
Yeah, Jay had a great pocket there, pocket there for JQ, but I don't know if maybe it came off a Louisiana player's helmet or a Tulsa player's helmet. I don't know which one came off.
So Tulsa in control, coming down towards the end of the first quarter after back-to-back interceptions, as handoff up the middle goes nowhere for Douglas Brown. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Third down and 9. JQ rolls out, fires, and it's incomplete. Excellent job on the back end by Rolliman Hood to break up that pass.
Yeah, Rolliman Hood there grabs. JQ was trying to throw it to Douglas Brown, and look at that knockdown there as Rolliman Hood there just grabs Brown there for an incompletion.
And I've noticed, Justin, over the last couple of seasons, a lot of teams are starting to use their fullbacks and halfbacks out of the backfield as downfield passing threats and not just check down. It's an interesting wrinkle that teams have been throwing in. Sometimes it works, but a lot of times the hands of the receivers, quote unquote, that are actually running backs and fullbacks aren't the best. And I see it a lot out of play action sets, where they'll fake to the running back and then try and throw it to him over the middle. And it can catch a defense off guard.
Yeah, it can really catch a defense off guard when you see your halfback or your fullback getting a pass to get 10 yards for the first down. It's just defenses aren't expecting that sometimes in the SFL.
And we saw it a lot last year early in the season, and then defenses kind of adjusted. We'll see what the sort of evolution of that play calling style is this season. Colin Hart, again, no love up the middle, as Nate Heslep, up from his cornerback spot, makes the tackle. Heslep, the longest-serving Desperado, 9 seasons with Tulsa.
Yeah, that 9 season, that's a long time with one team over your career, so he's been the workhorse of Tulsa on the defensive side.
Matched by Corey Jones, 9 seasons with the Desperados, as well as lookout. Tama, Utah is going down again in the backfield. Big loss, Berto Demora, 5 seasons with the Desperados. He brings down the Louisiana quarterback along with Chris Andrews.
Yep, those two are two bulls coming after Tommy Utah, so it's now third down and long here. Let's see what they can do.
Coming into the game, Tommy Utah had only been sacked twice. He's already taken 3 sacks today. And now on 3rd and a country mile, it's swung out to the far side. That pass is complete to Chase Earl, but it's not going to be anywhere near the first down. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Low-scoring one we've got here. Tulsa 7, Louisiana 3 from Stack Up Stadium in Yuma. This is the Simulation Football League on YouTube. Second quarter about to get underway. Glad you could join us. My name is Michael Trevillo. Justin Reside is alongside me in the broadcast booth. Mark Lopez and Israel Adams are doing stats for us today. Second game of week 3 of the SFL's 18th season. It's halftime across the pond, or in Mexico City rather, as the London Knights trail the Mexico City Aztecs by 21-20.
Yeah, you may south of the border there, Michael.
It's going to be a battle there. It's also going to be a battle here. We were talking before the game about Tulsa's keys to victory, and I mentioned something about if Tulsa could keep it close. Well, they're doing better than that. They're winning a quarter of the way through the game.
Yeah, they're doing well. Leading 7-3, and now they got the ball back, and that's a pretty good catch there.
Yep, over the middle for 5 yards, especially on defense. I've really been impressed with Chris Andrews and Berto DeMora, the edge rushers for Tulsa. They have given the offensive line for Louisiana a ton of trouble. As I mentioned, sacked Tommy Utah 3 times in the game already.
Yeah, 3 times in the game, and it's DeMora and Chris Andrews that's been being bees in the hive for Tulsa.
Well, Rolliman Hood has been the busiest bee for Louisiana defensively. He has an interception, now a tackle for loss as he bumps Douglas Brown to the turf. Now on 3rd down and 6 over the middle, pass complete to DJ Hume. As JQ approaches 100 yards passing, and Hume picks up 1st down yardage inside Louisiana territory.
Yeah, nice job there by a good route there by DJ Hume there to get the ball from JQ. So 1st down Tulsa, and this Tulsa offense has been really moving.
And that's one of those plays where you just throw everybody over the middle of the field, throw the ball there, and hope somebody catches it. High snap for Q into the flat for his running back Douglas Brown, only gets 1 off the right-hand side. Nice tackle in space by the Louisiana defense. That was Tank Bennett coming up to make the stop.
Yeah, Tank Bennett there to slow down Douglas Brown in the flat play there. And I like those kind of flat plays. You know, you get minimal yards, but it's moving the ball forward.
Now space for Brown to work with. Double spin move gets him a 1st down. He's finally brought down by Bennett, but not before he picks up 11 yards.
Yeah, 11 yards, giving a couple of Louisiana defenders the spin move here. In the replay, here's number 1 on Mike Ryan. Whoop!
Ooh, Mike Ryan just went to the ground, tackled air.
Yeah, nothing but air from Mike Ryan there. Good Lord.
Trips to the left, single right, Q back to pass from his under center spot. In the flat it goes to DJ Hume. That's his 2nd straight catch.
Yeah, to Hume, yeah. Look at the numbers there. Gabriel Manning, 2 catches, 50 yards, and some great passing yardage for Tulsa this week. And I'm surprised they haven't thrown it yet to Copeland Jr. on this drive, or the last drive.
The other tight end not seeing play yet in the passing game. Look out! Stiff arm to the ground for Douglas Brown, the rookie showing out on a Saturday afternoon. Gets another 1st down for the Desperados. Wow!
Yeah, Douglas Brown saying, what injury last week? I can spin move like this. Woo! Stiff arm one guy, try to spin move, and then he just get knocked down by Tank Bennett like a literal tank.
That's the 3rd straight tackle for Tank Bennett on this drive.
Holy moly, Tank Bennett, he's like a defensive tank out there.
First trip to the red zone for either team today goes to the Desperados. Q underneath, excellent poke away on the pass defense by Even Arthur, former London Knight.
Yeah, Even Arthur there, defending the pass there. Perfect job of knocking it down and preventing a completion.
JQ now over 100 yards passing. Let's see if Louisiana can tighten up their defense here. Only 1 linebacker playing up. Everybody else well off the line in zone coverage. Q gonna go short. And pushed out of bounds is Sanzo Robinson. That is Jim Copeland Jr. picking up his 1st catch of the day.
Yeah, no catches last week, 1st catch this week. And that was a great play call by Tulsa, because Louisiana, all the safeties deep, and they didn't have a safety where Jim Copeland Jr. was.
Now 3rd down and 3, you can open up the playbook. It could be run, it could be pass. It's going to be pass, it's going to be over the middle, and it's going to be to the end zone. Touchdown, DJ Hume.
Hume there on the all slants play. They're catching the ball and going to the house for 6. Perfect call there by JQ to find GJ Hume for that touchdown there. Perfect pocket Bertha throw. And just got over the line there for DJ Hume.
And even after DJ Hume caught that ball, he had to barrel through 2 Louisiana defenders at the goal line to even get in the end zone to extend the Tulsa lead to 2 scores. Extra point away from being 14-3. Here's Brooke Beisel. On the extra point, it's up, it's good. Tulsa with a 14-3 lead on the road, looking for their first win of the season.
Yeah, this is a different Tulsa team than the last 2 weeks against Arizona and Las Vegas last week. This is a whole different Tulsa team looking for their first win of the season.
And they've been doing it by mixing the run and the pass very well and keeping the Louisiana defense on their heels. I've really enjoyed watching Douglas Brown work in the running game, but also JQ's passing game. While it hasn't been spectacular, it has been right place, right time, as you see a penalty flag on Anthony Delano's return.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a clipping here.
There's going to be a hold. And we're going to have a hold on the return on Louisiana, so back up the Revolution, and they're going to have to start from deep in their own zone.
Yeah, that's, holding call. I thought it was a clipping for a second there, but I didn't realize there was holding on the play, so my bad, bad knowing my penalties.
That was the reserve tight end Michael Napoli getting called for the hold on special teams, and that just means that Louisiana starts from their own 12-yard line. Let's see if the Tulsa defense dials up the pressure. They do, but throwing out of it expertly is Tommy Utah, hitting his receiver in the flat. That's B. Robo.
Yeah, nice job there, because Tommy Utah had a perfect pocket there just to get it there to B. Robo for the 9-yard gain.
And now I think that Louisiana has gotten out of the shadow of their red zone. They speak. I think Tulsa maybe dials back the pressure a little bit. Up the middle. There's Cameron Collier, his second carry of the game and his second first down carry of this afternoon's contest.
Yeah, short yardage situation there. And Tommy Utah handed the ball off to Collier, and he got the first down for the second time in this game.
Very efficient is the 4-season veteran Cameron Collier. Utah being chased, throws a wild pass up, and it's caught by Robo. What a wild play that Utah made something out of nothing and finds a receiver for 8 yards.
Yeah, nice job there by Tommy Utah in the pocket there, avoiding a sack and just throwing it to B. Robo there for 9 or 8.
I really want to see a replay of that because the Tulsa defender that was in coverage on Robo was inches away from having a pick six because there was nobody back there for Louisiana if that ball had been intercepted. Utah, more clean pocket this time. That ball is deflected in the air and incomplete, spiraling in and out of the hands of Chase Earl.
Yeah.
You have a hot take? Do you want to show your appreciation for the SFL or show some love to your teammates? The SFL's new show, Crunch Time, wants to hear from you. Post a video on Twitter with your take or shout out and use the hashtag SFL Crunch Time, and you may just appear on the show this week. Want more details? Direct message Josh Zirkle on Discord. We'll see you in Crunch Time. Fantastic highlight and discussion show that takes place each Wednesday night now on the SFL's YouTube channel. As up the middle goes Colin Hart, picks up a fresh set of downs for the Revolution, who really have been stymied on the offensive end for the first time this season.
Yeah. Tulsa's just been good stopping the run, and Colin Hart's just not found any running room to get any yardage.
They scored 17 points last week in their loss to Denver. Penalty flags fly. as Chase Earl picks up a reception that will get them close to the first down, but I have a feeling this might be going the other way.
Yeah, I think either Demora or Andrews moved on that play.
No, it's going to be against Tulsa. I thought there was holding, but it's going to be offsides. So it is a positive result for the Revolution here.
Yeah, free 5 yards for the Revolution, but Chris Andrews knows better than to jump into the neutral zone.
So now on first down and 5 after the penalty, Utah in the gun, slings it over the middle, and somehow finds the window to Garrison Blue into Tulsa territory at the 47.
Yeah, I thought that ball was going to be intercepted there because there was a lot of Tulsa players where Garrison Blue was, but Garrison Blue caught the ball. First down, Louisiana.
Now under 5 minutes to go in a rapidly progressing first half of football. Tulsa with the 14-3 lead. Thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us here on the SFL on Twitch. Up the middle, there goes Collier. And this time does not pick up a first down, only gains 2.
Yeah, 2-yard gain there for Collier. You know, small yards are good on an offensive side when you hand off the ball to a fullback. So now you can probably give it off to either Squarebush or Hart, whoever's on the field.
Well, now you've got Hart back there. Strong side to the right. Hart goes straight up the middle, gets through the first level of defense. It'll be the linebackers to bring down Hart on that occasion. 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is what Louisiana plan was on this set of downs here. Give it first to Collier, and then Colin Hart gets another couple of yards, and now they're going to try to throw this ball here.
3rd down and 3. Utah in the gun. Could be a delayed handoff to Hart, but it will likely be a throw. Utah has time in the pocket, and an excellent diving play by Nate Heslep to deny Louisiana the first down.
Yeah, Haslip there on B. Robo there, just knocking down the ball. And as we see on the replay here, look at this perfect diving block there. I thought he could have picked that off, but he tipped it instead.
Is Heslep playing football or is he playing soccer? Because that was a perfect soccer goalie dive.
I don't know. I've played soccer for somebody Olympics, and I know how to do that.
Forcing the Louisiana punt out of Walter Melanishin. And it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Tulsa will start at their own 20-yard line. And with 3:13 to go, with the way Tulsa has been effectively moving the ball, they could run out the rest of the clock in this first half.
Yeah, they could, or they could go the 90-plus yards that they're at to get a touchdown.
JQ in the shotgun. Flanked by 2, bell tie snap, quick release to the far side. Pass caught, going out of bounds after a gain of 8 yards. There's Corey Jones. He was targeted once in the first quarter, but that's his first reception today. Jones, despite the loss, had an excellent game last week against Las Vegas. 37 yards, 1 touchdown receiving. And on the season, he has the only 3 receiving touchdowns that Tulsa had. Up the middle goes Douglas Brown, using a nice little move to get himself up to the 40-yard line. So there is no clock saving from Tulsa here. They are going right down Louisiana's throat.
Yeah, no, it's like no sleep till the end zone for Tulsa here. And Louisiana just can't figure out how to stop Douglas Brown.
Power I formation now. Looks like this could be a Douglas Brown special. He races away to the outside. One player to beat inside the 40 and almost down to the 31-yard line. Excellent run by Douglas Brown, and you could see from the way that the offense and defense were lined up on the line there, Justin, that was set up to be a massive play.
Yeah, 4 for 4 on 10-plus running yards for Douglas Brown there, and he just ran that ball like his life depended on it.
Brown up to 47 rushing yards on the game. They're going to go in strong power formation again. This time power to the left-hand side. And this time Louisiana was ready for it. Loss of 1 takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tulsa trying to turn the screws on the Revolution on the road when we come back. This is the Simulation Football League on YouTube. We were talking about it earlier, Justin. The mix-up between the pass and the run is really hurting the Louisiana defense right now. We're seeing it on this drive. This time, it's the Douglas Brown show, whereas last time it was JQ and the passing game. Q in the pocket, fires to the corner, and it's caught by Corey Jones inside the 15.
Yeah, Corey Jones there getting the pass from JQ and just doing a two-foot swag there. As he beats all his defenders here. He is in between 2 of them, and all he could do was just get 1 foot out, 1 foot in, first down Tulsa.
That's Rolliman Hood and Tank Bennett in coverage on that last play. And now Tulsa inside the red zone again. Last time they were here, touchdown pass to DJ Hume from JQ. Q gonna throw. Has time, but throws well in front of Corey Jones, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between Q and DJ Hume there, trying to go for the end zone. It just, you have, sometimes in the SFL, you have those little miscommunications when you're throwing the ball too far to your receiver, and your receiver's just short there to not get the ball.
Linebackers playing well off the line, safeties all the way back in coverage. They're going to run with Brown. And Brown falls forward for an 8-yard gain to the 5.
Yeah, they had been using Douglas Brown in this drive 4 for 4 on 10-plus yard plays. And now he gets a 8-yard run out of this play, and now they have a chance to get a first down and maybe go in the end zone.
Brown almost 100 yards rushing in this first half, and he doesn't get the first down there. He's bounced backwards in the hole by Slyn Shady, and it's 4th down and inches, and now a decision by Tulsa. But first, we're going to review the play. Did Douglas Brown get across the line to gain?
Yeah, did he or did he not? Let's take a look at it. Here's the
On
hand.
first view, in real time, I thought he got there. Oh, that's close. Oh, that's close. This will give us a better view.
I think his knee down was right on the first down marker. Ooh, maybe I don't know, maybe the 6.5, 7.5 yard line his knee was down.
After review, the play stands. The call on the
And it's
field
going to
was correct.
be the call stands. So Louisiana holds in the red zone and forces a Tulsa turnover. We often talk about a game of inches. That was a game of millimeters.
Yeah, 6.5, 7.5 yard line. You could call that stoppage, but you have Bazooka Beisel for a short field goal.
This will just be a 20.5 yarder for a Book Beisel. It's up, it's good, and Tulsa takes a 17-3 lead. Beisel came into the game 2 for 3 on field goals.
Yeah, Beisel, 50% on field goals this season. It's like, rookies are not going to always have 100% field goals when they come into the SFL.
2nd round selection out of San Jose for Beisel, but has done the job today. 2 of 2. And Anthony Delano can't get to the 25. So 1:05 to go. Louisiana has all 3 timeouts to try and make something out of this first half and not let Tulsa run away with this one.
Yeah, if you're Louisiana, you can run a play, go to first down, take timeout, run another play, maybe take another timeout, and then go into a hurry up to save that 3rd timeout.
Utah under center. Time to throw, pitches it into traffic. Robo makes the catch and gets a first down. Out past the 35 to the 37. Here comes the hurry-up offense right away.
Hey, that screws up my thinking a little bit there.
Utah going long, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Ricky Thornton had an excellent look at it, but it falls to the turf, and Louisiana stays alive on this drive.
Yeah, that was close to being Ricky Thornton's second interception of the game here. Number 2 for Tommy Utah, but luckily it was dropped.
A second lease on life for the Rebs on this potential final drive of the first half. Utah goes short, and Louisiana will call a timeout, facing a 3rd and 3 at their own 44.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do the first down, then take a timeout. But now they just run a first down play, go into the hurry up, take a timeout.
I don't disagree, sorry for cutting you off there, with going into the hurry up after the first successful completion. Utah. This time it is intercepted, and what a dramatic interception it was! Daniel Wright rises like a salmon from the water to pick that one off, and Tulsa will deny Louisiana again!
Yeah, look at this. Looking for B. Robo, and Daniel Wright just rises like the phoenix after that ball.
And now with 35 seconds, the Desperados have 3 timeouts and could potentially get on the board again before the half.
Yeah, but if I was Tulsa, don't bleed the clock too much, because you want to make sure you have time to maybe throw a touchdown here.
Short it goes to Corey Jones. That'll only be 5. Stops the clock with 31 seconds left.
Yeah, that's a perfect call there by Tulsa. Trying to just save a little bit of clock. Don't save too much clock, because you don't want, even though you're in the lead, you don't want to give Louisiana time, if they get an interception, to go down the field.
Look out, JQ barely gets that pass away before he is wrestled to the turf. Luther Gond back there again. He already has 1 sack today.
Yeah, that's just pocket collapsing on JQ there. When your pocket collapses as a quarterback, that's just asking for trouble when you're having a defensive end come at you.
Floated downfield, caught by Gabriel Manning in the clear, and that is Manning's second long touchdown of the game. 23-3. It's a clinic by Tulsa in the Bayou today.
Second touchdown by Gabriel Manning, and I think that was just probably Tulsa wanting to hit him in the mouth again, and they just hit that. Tulsa just ran that for 54 yards.
Well, you could try to stop Gabriel Manning, but the highest paid receiver in the league is inevitable that he will make a big play. Beisel on for the extra point. High snap, well corralled by Young, the holder. And Beisel puts that one up and through. 24-3 in the first half of action here from Stack Up Stadium, Louisiana. Every time that the Revolution have made a bid to get back in the game, they've either turned it over or they've had to punt just barely out of field goal range. It feels like the Tulsa's defense has done enough to keep Louisiana out of scoring range for most of the game.
Yeah, that's just Tulsa being a hard-nosed defense instead of the defense they had the past 2 weeks.
And it's night and day from the Desperados defense, from a team that gave up 30 to Arizona in week 1 and 45 to Vegas in week 2.
Yeah, different, wholly different Tulsa team this time around from 2 weeks in the past.
And huge shout out to defensive coordinator Jaden Swift and the entirety of the Desperados front office. Wow, as another run goes nowhere. That time Colin Hart laid out by Swift. He calls the defensive plays and then he makes the plays.
Yeah, Jaden Swift there just running through a hole there that Tulsa, Louisiana didn't cover, and Colin Hart just stopped.
We have hit halftime, and it's stunned silence at Stack Up Stadium as the Tulsa Desperados lead the Louisiana Revolution in 24-3. Justin, break down that first half for us.
Yeah, that was just a whole, Louisiana couldn't get the ball rolling, and Tulsa was just throwing it to Gabriel Manning for touchdowns in that whole game, or that whole first half.
Second half underway immediately. Here we go. Louisiana puts the ball in play. Tulsa with a 24-3 lead, and Gabriel Manning looking for an opening. Doesn't find one. Only gets to the 26-yard line. If you're just joining us, my name is Michael Toretto. Justin Mazide is alongside me. Israel Adams and Mark Lopez are doing the stats for us today. Cameron Irvine is, of course, our host with the most at SFL Studios. Tulsa coming off a dominating first half. And on the ball to start the second. JQ, plenty of time, throws a dart right across the middle into the chest of Jason France for a first down.
Yeah, first play out of the half, they go to Jason France here. That was just finding the hole a little bit in the defense, but Louisiana just right there to tackle him.
Here are some stats from the first half, courtesy of our lovely stats crew. 300 total yards of offense for Tulsa, only 115 for Louisiana. 214 yards through the air for the Desperados, 86 on the ground. JQ continuing to throw darts, so that one falls barely incomplete, intended for Corey Jones in traffic.
Yeah, Corey Jones just couldn't hang on to that ball there. You think you would make a catch, but all the Louisiana defenders there were there to tackle him and force the ball out of his hands.
Second down and 10, and one thing Louisiana does need is defensive stops. The Revolution need Tommy Utah and the rest of their offense to have the ball for as long as possible in this second half. That pass is complete over the middle, short to Sansa Robinson, but there will be a penalty marker down on the play.
Was there pass interference on that play, or something else happened?
There might have been pass interference. So it's going to be a legal receiver downfield for the Desperados. That was Archer Pine, the center, getting a little bit too antsy on the passing play.
Yeah, that is not, if you're not a receiver that's eligible, you don't catch that ball. That's just Pine's mistake right there.
Q under center. 7-step drop throw short, just shy of the 40-yard line. And it will be third down and 9.
Yeah, good call there by JQ to just, find the short route to Hume there and make it third and hopefully manageable instead of making it third in a country mile.
This time, Tulsa in the shotgun. Into the flat. A lot of work to do for DJ Hume. Can't quite get there. Run out of bounds by Rolliman Hood and company. And it'll be fourth down for Tulsa. Louisiana does get off the field on Tulsa's opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, great job there by the Louisiana defense just to get a stop finally. Because that whole first half, they were just hit with Gabriel Manning from the get-go.
Ismailia Farouk is the punter for Tulsa. And the punt goes to the 20 and only a 2-yard return for Anthony Delano. So, Louisiana, 78 yards from pay dirt. Have not gotten to the red zone yet this game, have the Revolution. Their only score was a 50-yard field goal by Otis Boudreaux back in the first quarter. Let's see if they have made the changes in the locker room offensively they need to break through. It's going to be Colin Hart, and Colin Hart is going to be swarmed under and go down for a loss of 3.
Yeah, Philadelphia Collins there from his deep linebacker spot to get Colin Hart there, and he was trying to find the hole, but Philadelphia Collins just filled it up with himself, and then he tackled him for a loss.
And credit has to go to Chris Andrews on that play again for just slowing up Colin Hart enough to where Collins could get through there and make the tackle. 2nd and 13, Utah back to pass. Nowhere to go as the edge rush for the Desperados gets home again. Berto Demora with his first sack of the game.
Yeah, Berto Demora there getting by his offensive line blocker to get to Tommy Utah, and Tommy Utah does not have a comfortable pocket right now.
Third and very long. Utah airs it out. Excellent defensive coverage on the outside on B. Robo.
Yeah, like a good neighbor, Heslip is there to get up the ball away from B. Robo there, and perfect job there to block the ball right there and pat it down for a 3 and out.
And that's the second time Heslip has made a leaping play to deny Robo a first down catch in this ballgame.
Yeah, Heslip knows how to defend balls like that. He's been in the league for a long time.
Nine seasons for Heslip, all 9 with the Desperados. And punting from his own end zone is Walter Melanishin. It's going to be good field position for Tulsa. Stop and go by Manning. Trying to break through a crowd. And he will go down at the Louisiana 43. Short field for Tulsa. And if you are the head coach of the Desperados here, Justin, how much do you prioritize points over prioritizing just running time off the clock with Douglas Brown and getting out of here with a win?
Yeah, I would be going for one more touchdown, and then the clock management would come after that.
It's going to be JQ in a clean pocket. He throws a looping pass over the middle to Corey Jones. 13-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, and that's what Tulsa wants to do now. They just want to get a touchdown, and then maybe clock management heading into the fourth quarter. Because Corey Jones has been getting a lot of passes today for this Tulsa offense.
Well, Jones has been the main receiver on the team in the first 2 games, had all 3 of JQ's passing touchdowns in weeks 1 and 2, but today it's been the Gabriel Manning and DJ Hume show on the outside. And the rookie, Douglas Brown, saying, "I'm still here."
Yeah, Douglas Brown said, "Hey, can I get a run, please?" And he does here. He gets amazingly 9 yards on that play. That's just tough running from Brown, but there is a lot of problems with this Louisiana defense right now.
Handoff, Brown, he's wrestled down from his knees by Slyn Shady. Second tackle of the day for Shady. And you mentioned something of the Louisiana defense. I don't think we've mentioned Brian Craven or Leonard Butler Sr., the 2 defensive ends for Louisiana. That's the night and day difference between the defensive lines today, is with the D ends making plays for Tulsa and not really for Louisiana.
Yeah, Yeah, Louisiana has not played any defensive plays, but they've been hitting the mouth like this right now here with Douglas Brown.
That's just one bounce, and Douglas Brown uses his speed to get about 15 yards. He should have been dead to rights in the backfield. Good block, good vision, put the foot down, and get into the open field.
Yeah, that's what he did in Boise, so now he's doing it here today.
Q to the corner of the end zone. Gabriel Manning fell down, and Tank Bennett had an easy swat away. Second down and goal.
Yeah, good coverage there by Tank Bennett just to swat the ball away as Gabriel Manning was going down on the ground. Couldn't even get the ball because right there was, was Tank Bennett on that play.
Here's Brown, up the middle. One cut gets to the 2, third down and goal. And now, if you're Tulsa, do you continue to ride the Douglas Brown chain, or do you try and get JQ and the passing offense involved here from inside the 3-yard line?
I would just hand off to Doug Brown. You're only at the 2, and it's hard to get passing plays when you're at the 2 or less.
It's going to be a pass. Q to the end zone, knocked away. Excellent job by Nathan Smith to bat that one down, and Tulsa will be held to another chip shot field goal attempt for Book Beisel.
Yeah, like I said, Louisiana was all over those passing plays, and it's tough to complete a pass when you're down, when the ball's sitting at the 2-yard line.
Beisel hit one from 20 earlier in the ball game. This one from 19, and it is up and good. Tulsa extends the lead 27-3. It has gone final in Mexico City. The Aztecs finish off the London Knights with a late second half surge. They win that one 31-23 in the opening game of the week. The second game of the week is a bit of a blowout right now. Louisiana has the time to get back into it, but they got to start here down 27-3. London, who finished 6-6 last season and made the playoffs for the first time ever, are 0-3 to start the year.
Yeah, London is been different this season. Started this season going 0-3 from last year's 6-6 and making it to the playoffs. So it's kind of a struggle right now for London.
Back to the Bayou, and the home fans in the backup stadium desperately wanting Colin Hart to get something going. That's a good start. 9-yard gain off the left side, tackled by Swift.
Yeah, that's the way you want to start off a drive when you're down 27-3. Started off with a cart run for 9, and maybe give it to Squarebush this time or Collier to get the 1 yard.
Haven't seen Randy Squarebush yet today. Hart only 19 yards on 14 attempts, and that 9-yard run was his longest of the game. Utah, middle, incomplete. Another knockdown for this Tulsa secondary.
Yeah, this Tulsa secondary has been finding balls and knocking them down, preventing the Louisiana wide receivers from getting balls today. It's pretty much a clamped down Tulsa defense right now.
5th pass defended in the ball game. 1 by Collins, 1 by Thornton, 3 by Heslep. And of course the 2 interceptions, 1 by Wright and 1 by Thornton. Look out, Colin Hart is free. 1 man to beat down the middle of the field. There is nobody between Colin Hart and the end zone. He is going to dance his way for 6 points. Look out. Choo-choo. All aboard the Louisiana hype train. Here come the revolution.
Holy moly, that Colin Hart just blew that run right down I guess you could say the swamps of Louisiana there, because he had nobody on him. Look how much he had no white jerseys there. He was gone in a flash.
Well, 5 of Hart's previous 13 attempts were for losses. That time he scampers away for 70 yards, and Louisiana finally into the end zone. Otis Boudreaux on for the extra point. It is good. So a 17-point game, 4:48 to go in the third. Not out of the realm of possibility, Justin.
Yeah, not out of the realm of possibility. They are not out of this game yet. Louisiana, if they get an interception, a pick 6, they could be down by 10 just that quick.
And how big will those 2 chip shot field goals by Beisel might look if we get down towards the end of the game and it's a 1-score game coming down to the final 5 minutes, when Tulsa had the chance to put this game away.
Yeah, they had a chance to put this game away, but Louisiana not going away easy right now.
And now it's going to fall on the Revolution defense. Got to get a turnover or a quick punt. Handoff, middle. Douglas Brown, straight up the gut. Chance Wall, first time we've called his name today, brings him down. 6'4", 320, the second season player.
Yep, Chance Wall was a wall there for Douglas Brown not to get through.
Living up to his name. I expect this is going to be the Douglas Brown show on this drive. Now it's going to be Q to throw, Q to go over the middle. It's going to be tipped, and it's going to be intercepted. Tank Bennett rushing down inside the 25, and oh boy, the pendulum has well and truly swung back the Revolution's way now.
Yeah, definitely now. That, even though I said an interception or a pick 6, I said, oh, this wasn't a pick 6. Tank Bennett has the right idea to grab this ball and put Louisiana in perfect field position to get another 6.
And I know they don't do assists on interceptions. This is not basketball. But give the assist to Mike Ryan, who batted that one straight up into the air for Tank Bennett to grab. Offsides on Tulsa. Colin Hart fighting through it all the way down inside the 15. How about that for an 11-yard scamper through traffic?
Yeah, take the first down instead of the penalty, because that is just the idea for Colin Hart to run it that good.
Colin Hart has been nowhere for about 80% of this game, and then all of a sudden, he just shows you the form that he had when he was at Sioux Falls and a couple of those deep playoff runs he had with the Sparrows.
Yeah, he showed it. He's showing his old Sparrow form with Louisiana.
Hart again, this time nowhere to go. Carson Miller had the read on that play, 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, another loss for Colin Hart. I think this Tulsa defense knows where Colin Hart is going sometimes in these plays, but you know, that 11-yard run last time by Colin Hart is just an example of what he can do on the run.
Utah, pump fake, look out! Utah gets bulldozed in the backfield by Chris Andrews.
Chris Andrews coming through in a situation where Tommy Utah felt uncomfortable in the pocket, and he just brings him down. And now we got 3rd and probably a country mile.
3rd and 17. Got to get the ball inside the 2 for a first down. I'd just expect this one to go to the end zone. Utah, low snap, fires away. One-handed interception on the goal line, and here comes Tulsa the other way. Oh my goodness, the momentum in this game keeps swinging back and forth wildly. Cameron Shaw with maybe the most impressive interception of the season, and it's only week 3.
Yeah, amazing interception. He goes high just like the Daniel Wright interception there, and he just motors himself all the way down the field on the after the interception. It's just back and forth. Louisiana takes an interception. Now Tulsa takes an interception. It's back and forth ball game, and Tulsa's still in the lead.
Ah, that was a potential to be a backbreaker for Louisiana there. They get the touchdown, they get the interception, a chance for a 14-point swing, and then Tulsa takes it right back. And then JQ wisely throws that out of bounds as Luther Gond was in his face.
Yeah, great option there for JQ to just throw it out of bounds because you had Luther Gond coming there in a hurry in the pocket.
Again, it's, still not out of the realm of possibility for Louisiana to come back in this game. The defense is going to have to step up like they did on the previous drive, and they're doing so. It's a second fantastic play by the Revolution defense. Rolliman Hood up there to make the tackle.
And he's down.
Oh, no. Rolliman Hood is down and has to be helped off the field.
Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's not a serious injury.
Well, he went down holding his head, so you always got to be careful with those kind of injuries. Maybe it's just precautionary. But that's a huge loss from the Louisiana secondary. Q goes down again! And forcing a 4th down and 15 is the Louisiana defense.
Hey, you lose Rolliman Hood, but they're, the defensive line comes back to sack JQ, and now Louisiana got their stop.
Leonard Butler Sr. must have heard me earlier when I said that, hey, the defensive line for Louisiana is not really playing well today, because he just ripped through and tore down the quarterback.
Yeah, he came in a hurry on JQ there.
So the Louisiana defense getting it done here late in the 3rd, an interception and a 3-and-out, but the Revolution just have not gotten it together offensively. They had that fantastic 70-yard run by Colin Hart, but then the interception by Tommy Utah ended what could have been a 14-point swing, and it still could be a 14-point swing over 3 possessions if they find the end zone here.
Yeah, you got that 14-point swinger in your bag. You should just do it.
Utah forced to scramble, and down he goes back to the 30-yard line, loss of 5.
Yeah, that pocket was really collapsing on Tommy Utah, and all he could do was take a sack there.
That was Toby Jules for Tulsa getting the sack. Everybody getting the love on the Desperados D-line today.
Yeah, everybody getting some love.
Utah quick out. Colin Hart trying to get something to the flats, and there are 2 Desperados right there to bring him down, led by Nate Heslep. And dare I say, Nate Heslep has got to be defensive MVP today.
Yeah, he's got to be. I would give him a game ball for this game today because he's been all over the field today.
3rd down and a long 13 to go for the Revolution. Utah high snap. He airs it out. It's caught! Past the 50 and one-on-one coverage. That time barely getting it over the hands of Cameron Shaw.
Yeah, that was an amazing pass. What a pocket for Tommy Utah, and holy moly, was that Chase Earl making that catch? Wow.
It was Chase Earl, and that was the exact same play where Utah threw the interception on their last drive. How about the guts going back to the same well, and this time it comes up large.
Yeah, big time. Going to the well once too many? No way. Tommy Utah, that's I go down that well.
Look out. Here's Collier, the fullback, straight up the gut. Another fantastic run by the fullback. He's had a fantastic game.
Yeah, he has had an amazing game, getting first downs like this last one, but this one goes for 10. And this is what Louisiana wanted, that 1-2 punch of Colin Hart and Collier, even though they're still down in this game.
3 carries, 25 yards for Collier, and two first down runs. Here's Hart up the middle, stopped up after a gain of 5, and we will head to the fourth quarter. Put your fours up. It's time for the final frame, and we've got an interesting one. Revolution trying to close the gap down by 17. Michael Toretto, Justin Reside on the microphones here in Louisiana. Mark Lopez, Israel Adams on stats. Cameron Irvine, our producer, as we get you set for what could potentially be a wild fourth quarter here on the Bayou. Utah forced to fade backwards, and it's intercepted off a deflection. And again, Tulsa gets a takeaway when it matters most. This time it's Daniel Wright's second pick of the game.
Yeah, Tulsa just doing the tip drill there, and Daniel Wright was there to grab the ball, and it's just Tulsa's just coming up roses on this one.
Well, I will say that is not Tommy Utah's fault. He was fading backwards against the rush, put that ball on a dime to his receiver Chase Earl, but it just deflected off Earl's hands, and Daniel Wright was right there, forgive the unintentional pun, to pick up the interception and give the ball back to Tulsa.
Yeah, that was just unlucky for Chase Earl there, and now Tulsa can just maybe run up this clock. Who knows? Maybe they'll run up the score still.
4 interceptions today by the Desperados. 2 by Wright, 1 by Shaw, 1 by Thornton. JQ with the 7-step drop. He's going for it all. It's picked off again!
My
7th combined interception of the game. This time it's Tank Bennett's second.
Yeah, Tank Bennett number 2 now. 7 interceptions between the two teams now. 7 turnovers, and oh my goodness.
Nobody wants the ball. See, you know you have it. No, you have it. No, I insist. Utah. Out to Earl, and Earl gets out of bounds, stopping the clock with 10:19 to go. Coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues next Saturday, February 5th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Top drafted quarterback Johnny Reno takes his Fort Worth squad up north to take on Queen City, followed by Florida going all the way out west to visit the Los Angeles Lycans. Bonus coverage will include Mexico City, D.C., and Vancouver, Charleston. Visit NLSE.com to find the latest Next Level Sports in your area. That's NLSE.com. And unfortunately, we are not able to see what the injury was for Rodman Hood. Unfortunate timing there. So
yeah, we're unfortunate timing.
we're just going to have to watch the Louisiana secondary and see if he returns. But right now, it's the Revolution offense on 3rd and 4. Colin Hart stopped up. Another big play by the Tulsa front line on defense.
Yeah, that front line has been tough all day, sacking Tommy Utah and then now stopping Colin Hart. So now they got to punt it again.
If you take out the 70-yard touchdown run for Colin Hart, he's got 32 yards on 19 carries.
Yeah, and, that's different than when you have your usual 1-2 punch of Randy Squarebush and Colin Hart. That's been a real difference in this game here for Louisiana.
And Cameron Collier has played well, but he only has 3 carries. He's averaging 8.3 yards a touch. And then, of course, Tommy Utah has been sacked 5 times in the ballgame. He only had 2 sacks through the first 2 weeks of the season. There's a nice first down pass out past the 30 for Tulsa moves the chains.
Yeah, no, it's different when you have a 1-2 punch of Collier and Colin Hart, but the whole, your usual 1-2 punch for Louisiana is Hart and Squarebush, and now just Tulsa just passing out of that play, and now they're just trying to milk the clock here.
Hugh throws short, almost throws another interception. That one like came off the knee of Tank Bennett. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, almost there. Tank Bennett's 3rd interception of the day.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit interested of why Tulsa is not going harder on the run game with a 17-point lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand that too. You might want to run Douglas Brown another run on him.
Well, Douglas Brown doesn't get anything, but again, the clock is on your side if you're Tulsa. Chuck Diesel and Tank Bennett combined to make that stop. 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, you just got to run Brown here on these plays. You don't have to pass out of you're not in a pass situation. You're in the lead. Just give it to Brown and try to get your win.
Over the middle from Q, finds a wide open receiver in the middle of the soft zone defense. That's Corey Jones that picks up a 1st down on 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10 for Corey Jones, and Tulsa's just moving the chains, and I haven't seen a pass to Sanzo Robinson today.
He has 2 receptions, both of them for short yardage.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
Oh, no, I am mistaken. I was confusing him with Jim Copeland. Excuse me. Yes, Sanzo Robinson does not have a target. Brown dives forward, loss of 2.
Yeah, this Louisiana defense has been getting the run, stopping Douglas Brown sometimes, but it's, just now Tulsa's just milking the clock.
This play will bring us down to under 7 minutes to go. Hugh, short, incomplete. He was looking for DJ Hume across the middle, 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, a lot of Louisiana defenders there on Hume, including Blake B. Crazy right there. Oof.
That's a big hit. Watch Hume for 15 right around the middle. Boom.
Yeah, he brought the boom on that play.
Now 3rd and 12. Revolution desperate to get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. 4 wide plus the tight end. Out of the shotgun and oh no, it's complete. Off a deflection, Sanzo Robinson picks up his first catch of the game completely unintentionally. It's going to be a 4th down and 6 after only a gain of 4.
Yeah, that was a weird pass on me. One deflection, it gets in the hands of Sanzo Robinson. We mentioned him not having a catch, and now he does have a catch.
But it will be a punt from Farouk. So with about 6 minutes to go, Louisiana will have the football from inside their own 20-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotions, and the SFL. Utah going long, pass caught out to the 40-yard line. There's Garrison Bruno, that's B. Robo making the grab.
Yeah, now Louisiana on offense is moving the chains like they need to, because they have to get back in this game within 10.
Currently a 3-possession game with 5:56 to go. going to be Colin Hart trying to pick his way through the mass of bodies in the middle of the field, and he'll get 5 yards, but the clock runs.
Nope, that's Collier on that carry there.
Is it Collier? My apologies. So Collier goes for a short gain. Well, this time it's Hart. And this time Hart doesn't get very far. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Philadelphia Collins and a lot of other Tulsa Desperados with her that stopped Colin Hart.
This has been one of the more impressive run defensive games that I have seen in the last couple of seasons in the SFL. Shutting down one of the more dominant running backs in league history. Colin Hart gets a pass out of the backfield, only his 2nd reception, but it does get Louisiana a 1st down, and here comes the up-tempo offense.
Yeah, a little up-tempo offense here. Louisiana trying to get points, and...
Oh, look out, Tommy Utah going down. That was Jaden Swift on the sack.
Yeah, Jaden Swift has getting a lot of sacks on Tommy Utah here.
Right over the middle. That was the fullback. That was Cameron Collier picking up that reception over the middle. 1st down, Louisiana. And Utah hit as he throws, and the ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, a lot of hurry-up offense by Louisiana, but there was Colin Swift to force Tommy Utah to make an incompletion.
Clock stops, 4:13 to go. 2nd and 10. Utah, the under center, snap fires to the flat. Anthony Delano picks up a catch. Only 4 yards gained. Only his 2nd catch of the game, Delano. Utah going to the corner route. It's caught inside the 15 and down to the 13 for B. Robo.
B. Robo, that reliable wide receiver for Tommy Utah, and he gets a lot of yards on this play and has a forcing him out of bounds to stop the clock again.
Nate Heslep's 5th tackle of the game. Robo leading all Louisiana receivers, 78 yards. Face mask, high snap for Utah, throws short, deflected and incomplete.
A lot of tight defense on that route by Tulsa there, just making sure that was an incomplete pass for Tommy Utah. We're going to go 2nd and 10 here.
Yeah, that pass was intended for Hooper Xavier.
2nd and 10 from 12 yards.
Louisiana again inside the red zone. They have not scored a touchdown so far today. Utah again throws short. Colin Hart nowhere to go as he's swarmed by 4 Desperados players. 3rd down and 6.
Important 3rd down and 6 here for Louisiana.
Utah throws on the underneath route. It's caught, but only a 2-yard gain to the tight end Blue.
Yeah, I would go for it here. Try to make it a 7-point game instead of, unless you want to really try with Otis Boudreaux for a field goal.
They're going to go for the field goal for Otis Boudreaux. This will be a relative chip shot. This is from 23. It is good. That makes it a 14-point game. 2 scores, 3:11 left.
Yeah, now you're down by 2 scores, and here comes the onside kick from Louisiana.
Boudreaux and company looking for a little bit of magic on special teams. Here's the kick. It bounces straight into the hands of Tulsa, and the Desperados will have it at the Louisiana 39-yard line.
Yep, right into the hands of Daniel Wright right there, and Tulsa now can just milk this clock out for all it's worth.
APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack to the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com.
Butler Senior there on the tackle there. A 2-yard loss for Douglas Brown.
But the loss of yardage is secondary to the draining of the clock, as we will likely get down to the 2-minute warning on this play. Brown, middle, nowhere to go again, but this should take us to the final stoppage of the ballgame. Nice tackle in the hole by Louisiana's defender there. That was Brian Craven. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Tulsa trying to hold on as they have ridden their defense to this 27-13 lead over Louisiana. Final 2 minutes coming up next. This is the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Welcome back into the broadcast booth for the final time. Alongside Justin Reside, I'm Michael Trimillo. Israel Adams and Mark Lopez are on stats for us today. This time it's tipped and intercepted again. On 3rd down, Tulsa tried to ice it by going for the pass over the middle, and a massive deflection takes it into the hands of Mike Ryan.
Yeah, Tulsa trying to go for the home run ball to finish it off, but there was a tip, and then Mike Ryan just grabs the ball for the interception. Now Louisiana can try to make this a 7-point game, or at least a 1-score game.
Louisiana's going to have to find the end zone and going to have to find it quickly. Over the middle. There's Chase Earl. Here comes the up-tempo offense for the team in green.
Yep, Louisiana has to. Even though they have all their 3 timeouts, they got to go.
And that one's knocked away, and once again, it's Nate Heslip.
Yeah, Nate Heslip has been everywhere for this Tulsa defense today. It's like he's everywhere.
The only thing Heslip doesn't have is an interception. But other than that, he has been a fantastic defender in the Tulsa secondary today. .140 to go. Long pass finds the hands of Chase Earl. Timeout, Louisiana.
Holy cow, they go for the big home run ball, and Tommy Utah finds Chase Earl, and they take a much needed timeout to save some clock here. Louisiana trying to make it a 1-score game, and they are just finding ways to do it.
Now, here is the time conundrum. If Louisiana can score quickly here and not burn another timeout, they can afford to kick the ball deep and play defense. They have done a good job of stopping Douglas Brown here in the second half.
Yeah, they have.
Important to not drain clock when you don't need to. Utah, middle, caught by Robo, inside the 15, down to the 13. Up-tempo offense, 1:25 to go. Utah to the corner of the end zone, tipped and intercepted! Nate Heslip finally gets the pick he was dreaming of.
That's King Rashid there. That's King Rashid on the interception. The player was there to block.
It is King Rashid. Apologies. 21 and 27 look very similar, but either way, it is the backbreaker for Louisiana, nail in the coffin for the Desperados. Another interception by Tulsa. And this time, Douglas Brown should be able to run out the rest of the clock, even with the Louisiana timeouts. 5th interception of the game for the Tulsa Desperados.
Yeah, Tulsa, this has been Tulsa's game all game long, and now they can just run out the clock with Douglas Brown and get that win column from 0 to 1.
Brown again doesn't get anywhere, but Louisiana burns their final timeout.
And this is just time for Tulsa to just milk out the clock, maybe 1 first down. We'll seal the deal and send Tulsa home with a win.
Thus Desperados looking for a turnaround from last season. They went 2-10. Last time the Desperados made the playoffs was season 13, so it's been a long time for Tulsa, but they have really shown today that if they play like this, especially on the defensive side with the amount of picks and sacks and denying of the run game, they can hang with any team in this league.
Yeah, you can hang with any team if you have that perfect formula, like you said. Hang with anybody, the Arizonas or the Portlands, because you got to have all that formula to win games.
And in the all-time series between these two teams, they've met 5 times before today. Tulsa had won 3, Louisiana 2, and it's going to be now 4-2. Tulsa over Louisiana in this matchup. And this is only the 2nd ever away team who win in this matchup. Tulsa won the 1st ever meeting at New Orleans, back when Louisiana was the New Orleans Pharaohs, 27-7 back in season 11 in 2018.
Wow, that's a long time ago, and this series has been 6 games. It's going to be 4-2 full on Tulsa, and the East Division here in this game is going to be tight.
Louisiana going to have to pick themselves up. And a nice pass down the numbers on the left-hand side to Anthony Delano. So they're still fighting with 11 seconds left. They'll spike it with 8.
Man, I think Louisiana's probably going for that Hail Mary pass. Last week we've seen happen a catch for the touchdown between Florida and Portland. Let's see if it can happen here.
Won't affect the outcome of the game, but it might make the hometown fans who stuck around feel a little bit better. Coming up tonight, we've got our next level sports slate of games. Vancouver and Jacksonville at 6 p.m. Eastern as Utah avoids the rush, pumps once, launches it into the end zone. It is knocked away, and the final score is now oh no, there's 1 second left. So we'll do it again.
Yeah, let's go take 2 on that play. It's 1 second left. What do you do? Let's try it again.
Baltimore and Fort Worth have bonus coverage on Twitch at 6:35. 8 o'clock, Eric Vincent and Kate Stevens are on the call for DC and Lone Star on Next Level Sports. Ramos Lynn and Wade Phillips have Denver and Sioux Falls at 8:45 on Twitch. And then tomorrow we've got a fantastic slate of games. Plenty of time for Utah. He launches it deep again. It's to the end zone. It's knocked away again. And finally, this game has gone final. The Desperados ride their defense to a 27-13 win over the Louisiana Revolution. Justin, there was a moment early in the 4th quarter, late in the 3rd quarter, when that run by Colin Hart happened, and then the interception by Tank Bennett. You thought that Louisiana might have had a chance, but then the Tulsa defense woke up, picked off Utah 2 more times to seal the deal.
Yep, it was a whole bunch of Tulsa. You thought Louisiana could get it back this game, back to maybe a 2-3 score game, but then Tulsa just, in the end, they had the victory pretty much sealed up, wrapped up, ready to go.
Some important numbers from this afternoon's contest. JQ, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Tommy Utah, 267 yards. No touchdown, 5 interceptions. And Nate Heslett, 5 total tackles, 4 passes defended. Only thing that would have capped off a perfect day for him defensively is an interception. I still think he gets the defensive player of the game for Tulsa because of the way he played. He was involved in so many defensive plays for Tulsa. He had to guard B. Robo for most of the game and shut him down. Robo, 82 yards on 7 receptions of 14 targets, only 50% catch rate for B. Robo, and that's mostly because he was locked down by Heslop.
Yeah, Haslip had a great game. He gets my game ball on the defensive end, but it was all Tulsa all the time on the defensive side. When Gabriel Manning had those 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, it was just Tulsa's game all around.
There's the nice deflection to seal the deal for King Rashid to get the pick in the end zone. Gabriel Manning, 105 yards, only 5 targets, 3 receptions. 35 yards per catch and 2 touchdowns for the big-time wide receiver. Hey, that's why he gets paid the big bucks. Player of the game is going to be Gabriel Manning on the offensive side. 2 touchdowns on 2 enormous receptions to really break the hearts of Louisiana at home. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. My name is Michael Flillo. Justin Desai, Mark Lopez, and Israel Adams were alongside me today. Cameron Irvine was our producer extraordinaire. Join us back tonight at 6:30 Eastern for the Next Level Sports edition of the SFL this week, and have a very pleasant good afternoon.